So example 1 says, how can you use inductive reasoning to determine what appears to be the next two terms of each sequence? So inductive reasoning, again, has you looking at a pattern and making some sort of a guess as to how the pattern is being created, and then use that creation in order to determine extra terms. So we take a look at the numbers here, 88, 82, 76, 70, 64. The most basic thing we can see about this pattern of numbers is they're getting smaller, right? Okay. Are they getting smaller by a lot of, like the same amount each time, or are they getting smaller by like some changing amount each time? The same, right? So getting smaller, typically smaller patterns involve either division or subtraction if we're looking at a numerical sequence. That's the most basic two that would happen. So if I'm looking at 88 to 82, the first thing I always look for is it a subtraction pattern? So as I get from number to number, I do -6 here. I go from here to here, that's also -6. From here to here is also -6. From here to here is also -6. So based on what I'm looking at here, I'm making a conjecture, a guess, that I think this is a -6 pattern. The evidence seems to support my conjecture. So then it says, what are the next two terms of each sequence? Well, if 64 is this term and I keep on subtracting 60 at each next term, 64 minus 6 is equal to 58. And 58 minus 6 is equal to 52. So 58 and 52 look to be the next two terms in that sequence. As far as showing work on these problems, that's what I'd like to see on your paper. I'd like to see where you've written down the sequence they gave you, where you've established the pattern that's happening, and then how you apply the pattern to get the next two terms. That's kind of what I want to see on your paper when you're doing these problems. You look at the second one, okay? Again, most basic observation of 3, 5, 9, 15, 23, it looks like it's getting bigger each time, right? Getting bigger typically involves either addition or multiplication, usually. So if we take a look at an addition possibility, 3 plus 2 makes 5. 5 plus 4 makes 9. 9 plus 6 makes 15. 15 plus 8 makes 23. Now obviously this one is not going up the same amount each time. Okay, do we see a pattern to how it's going up though? What's the pattern, Blaine? +2. So it's +2 to the plus whatever the previous one was, right? So we went up 2, then we went up 2 more than that, we went up 2 more than that, we went up 2 more than that. So even though this isn't +2, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, it's skipping some, right? But 2, 4, 6, 8, the number that we're adding keeps on going 2 more than the previous one. So the conjecture we're looking at is the next number is probably going to be 10 bigger, and the following number is probably going to be 12 bigger. The evidence supports that possibility. So as far as evidence is concerned, if you have some sort of a pattern here and use that pattern to make the next two guesses, I'll say, yeah, I believe you. All right. So the next two terms should be 23 plus 10, which is 33, and then 33 plus 12, which is 45. So numerical sequences, for right now, expect that type of stuff. Addition, subtraction is most common. Multiplication, division is the next possibility.